Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So for this video, I decided to make makeup compacts that look like love heart sweets because it's Valentine's Day. It's not my favorite candy to eat, but something about the colors and the way that it looks brings back a lot of childhood nostalgia. And even though I probably won't eat the candy, something about it just makes me want to buy it. To start the creation process, I purchased empty makeup tins and a compact makeup palette set. Other items that I already had but used in this design were jumbo paper clips and these 3 by 6 mm magnets. Next, I began the 3D modeling process, using the size of the empty makeup tins to determine how big the compact should be. I started by sketching a circle and then extruding the sketch. Then I cut the body into a top and bottom section. Next, I modeled the inside of each half, creating recesses for the makeup tins and magnets, and a lip edge around the makeup tin area. Then I modeled the hinge, which took a few times before I got it right. After that, I sketched out the heart shape and extruded it. Next, I typed out phrases that I wanted to put on each compact in Photoshop and saved them as JPEG images. I then imported the images I made as canvases, sketched the letters, and then extruded them. So I know that Fusion 360 has a text creation feature, but because they changed how the tool works in the recent update, I kept doing it wrong and thinking that the tool was glitching on me. Oh well. Once I was done modeling all 3 compacts, I printed them out. To get the red heart and letters on the lid, I added a pause in the print using the color print feature in Prusa Slicer. Here you see me switching out the color filament from yellow to red. After all the tops and bottoms were printed out, I cleaned out the hinge holes with a metal pin because the print had some excess filament blocking the holes. Unfortunately, this made some of the hinges tear apart, but this was easily fixed with some super glue. I then cut a paper clip to create a hinge rod. Inserted it into the hinges. And glued the holes on either side. After that, I inserted the magnets. Next, it was time to transfer the makeup from the makeup palette into the makeup tins. I needed a way to press the blush and eyeshadow into the makeup tins. So I 3D modeled and printed 2 makeup presses, and they ended up working pretty well. Before transferring the makeup, I made sure to sanitize everything with isopropyl alcohol. To get the lipstick into the tins, I scooped them into the tins using a toothpick and teaspoon. I then used heat to melt them and make them smooth. I glued the tins into the compacts using mounting squares. I couldn't find circular mirrors that were the correct size, so instead I 3D modeled and printed discs and planned on covering them with stick-on mirror sheets. But after the sheets were delivered to my house, I realized that they were kind of thick, so instead of sticking the sheet onto the disc, I just used the disc to trace its outline onto the sheet. Then I slowly cut each shape out using a box knife, trying my best not to slide the knife into any body parts. The mirrors needed to be sanded down and cut a bit more to get them to fit perfectly into the compacts. They don't look perfect, but I figured it was a good enough solution. Here is the final result. I really love how these look. I plan on using these compacts, but I must warn everyone that using 3D prints for cosmetic purposes might not be very hygienic if used long term. Since 3D prints have gaps in between the layers, this gives a place for mold and bacteria to grow and makes it very difficult to clean. This might not necessarily be a problem with my design because the makeup is contained within a tin and not the 3D print itself, but I thought I'd mention it just in case. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!